I'm Mark Iztook, and this is the Dream Job Podcast.
That is Austin Perine, America's latest superhero.
A 4-year-old wrestler from Pritchard who has gained national attention.
Wearing a superhero show love cape while handing out food to the homeless.
And able to get a stranger's attention with a single courtesy.
Excuse me? Today, the city council declared May 1st as Austin Perine Day.
His superpower? Feeding the homeless.
4 years old, and he's an inspiration to us all. Austin, keep doing what you're doing, little man.
In the future, I want everybody to have a home and love. Don't forget to show love.
I mean, how about that, huh? CBS, NBC, CNN, Access Hollywood. It is easy to see why Austin Perine's story has gone viral. This 4-year-old dresses as a superhero. He fights hunger by feeding the homeless, and he shares his motto, don't forget to show love. And that's what caught me about this story and about this kid. It's not just that he's cute or precocious, or that he says he wants to someday be president, or that he cares about feeding the homeless. It was that message of showing love, of how taking care of the people around us is a way to show love. That's what struck me, because where I'm from in Texas, sharing a meal is a big way that you show somebody you care about them. And I'm not the only one who feels that way, because as word of Austin's story has spread, so has the attention. A GoFundMe campaign that at this point has raised almost $100,000 toward feeding the hungry. Corporations, companies like Nike, Burger King, Church's Chicken, Chick-fil-A have all joined Austin's cause. And Austin's dad, Terance, has taken his son's desire to help their neighbors, and he has run with it, amplifying his son's message, helping get the word out, and helping find ways to sustain what Austin has started. Terance estimates that they have given out tens of thousands of meals so far, and this is all since Austin got started several months ago. And he says they are just beginning. So when I passed through Austin's hometown of Birmingham, Alabama this summer, I wanted to meet Austin and Terance and learn more about this 4-year-old superhero and his fight against hunger. Austin, how old are you?
4.
You're 4 years old, and everybody knows your name because you're out there handing out food to folks in need. How did that begin? How'd you get started?
I was watching Animal Planet, and I didn't want the mama panda bear to leave her cubs.
I've seen this story before. You guys are watching Animal Planet, and there's a story about a mama panda bear, and she leaves one of her babies.
Yeah, I was just watching television with Austin, and he asked me why was the mom leaving her cub, and I said, well, that's just what panda bears do. You know, I guess it'll be homeless for a little while, and then it'll grow up. And I thought that'd be the end of it, but it wasn't. Austin said, what's homeless? Mm-hmm. And I said, it's when you don't have mom or dad around or a place to sleep. And he says, are people homeless? I told him, yeah, people are homeless. And from that point, we were riding around the city, going to the store. And he said, oh, Dad, there goes a homeless person. And I'm like
no, that's just some guy at the store.
Yeah, he's just going to the store, man. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'll take you to see what a homeless person looks like. And I was just, you know how you're riding a car with a 4-year-old and it's just talking. And I was just hoping, nonstop. I was just hoping to get it over with. Mm-hmm. But he wanted to know more, and he pushed me to explain him more every single time.
A 4-year-old who won't stop asking questions. I've never heard of that before. But so you decided it goes from the asking questions to the doing something about it.
Yeah, he got there. So I thought we were gonna just ride by the shelter and see homeless people and keep going. But we got there, and Austin wanted to know why they were looking sad. Mm-hmm. And I said, I don't know. He said, I got an idea. He says, maybe we should give them some food.
What made you think that you should give them some food, Austin?
Because they don't have a home or mom and dad.
And nobody to make food for them, no place to make it?
Come on, man. We're in Alabama. Food, it clears up a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Food is the answer to a lot of stuff here.
So you see folks, he has this idea, and then you say, all right, let's go get some.
I said, okay, let's go get them something to eat. And so we went and got them some sandwiches. I got chicken sandwiches.
It's Burger King, right? You guys go to Burger King and just load
up. What was
up.
the order at Burger King?
25 chicken sandwiches, no mayonnaise, please.
There you go.
Yeah, get that mayonnaise off there.
Yeah, we didn't want them to be soggy by the time they got to the
smart thinking
homeless people. So
you load up. You've got this food.
We're getting in the car.
And at some point, you're like, "What are we doing?" Like this is my 4-year-old has been.
Well, no, I'm being drilled on what are we doing next.
Okay.
Dad,
he's keeping you going.
Yeah, Dad, we can't get him food without something to drink. So here I am in Walmart now. We're getting sodas. So I'm following his lead, just trusting his heart. And then, here we are changing the world now.
Hey, so you get all the sodas, you got the 25 chicken sandwiches, no mayo.
Yeah, no mayo.
And you show up where?
We show up downtown Birmingham on 3rd Avenue. We get out of the car. There's a guy.
And this is a homeless shelter?
It's Firehouse Ministries is what the shelter's called in Birmingham, Alabama. And we get out the car, and I'm nervous. And Austin gets out. He's got his chest out and grinning from ear to ear. He gets out, asks the guy, "Excuse me, would you like a chicken sandwich?" And the guy smiles and says, "Of course, little man. What's your name?" They talk, high five, and then Austin goes on to the next person. But then that guy pulls me to the side. The first person pulls me to the side. And he says, "Man, this really made my day. I want to thank you for showing your 4-year-old son how to treat people down on their luck. I got family that treat me like the scum of the earth." And I just. And
here's a stranger, a 4-year-old, no less.
Yeah, showing up and making me smile. So I never forget that, man.
As a dad, this all goes from we're watching Animal Planet to you're at a homeless shelter.
At that point, when that guy told me, "Thank you because my family treats me like the scum of the earth," I knew we would be doing this for a long time.
I mean, that's hard to wrap your head around.
Yeah. I knew that this would be something that would be being done for a long. I knew that we had a long ways to go.
I mean, that's almost like you get chills in that moment. You're like, this is, I don't know, we landed here somehow, but we're going to keep on going.
Yep.
You gave him a big high five, Austin. Can I get a big high five? Yeah. Oh, I wanted the audio of that. That was a pretty spectacular high five. You've had a lot of practice.
Yes.
So where did the show, Don't Forget to Show Love line come from?
My little mind.
Your little mind. You decided that was going to be your signature whenever you fed somebody. You said that to them.
Yes.
Can I get a Don't Forget to Show Love?
Don't forget to show love.
I think that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, a reporter asked, do you have anything you want to say to the homeless people? And he says, yeah, don't forget to show love. And I was like, man, that is simple but super profound.
It is. Yeah. It is that idea that, that love means taking care of people, their needs, making sure that they are okay.
Austin would tell you his definition of love. What does it mean? What does show love mean?
It means you care about someone no matter what they look like.
You care about someone no matter what they look like.
I mean, as a dad, Terance, you got to see that, and what's your response?
It's amazing. I sometimes I'm at loss for words because this is my 4-year-old son setting an example for me and the rest of the world.
Is he learning it from you, or where is he getting it?
I think we're kind of feeding off of each other.
Okay.
So he's got, he's starting to develop thoughts of his own, and these are some of the things that he's wanting to do. And of course, me being his father, I have to support that. So we're just feeding off of each other. He calls himself President Austin, so I imagine I'm Secretary of State, Secret Service, somewhere along those lines.
You might be all of them: Vice President, Speaker of the House, Joint Chiefs of Staff. You're the whole shebang.
Yeah.
But Austin, are you and your dad a team when you go out there and you're handing out food?
Yes.
And I've seen some of your pictures. You've gotten to meet some pretty cool people, right? Who's the coolest person you've gotten a chance to meet?
Everyone.
I mean, you got to meet, Derek Huff. You got to meet Norman Lear. Bo Jackson.
Yes.
And when someone tells you that they want to help feed folks, that's a good feeling, I would imagine, right?
Yes.
I mean, as a dad, lots of kids out there have an idea. They want to do something. They want to go make a difference in the world, and maybe you go do one thing and then it's kind of like, life takes over, you get busy, you do other stuff. What is it about this that you guys have stuck with it?
It's been more of Austin's reminders, his excitement about feeding the homeless. In conversation at home, he asked when we're going to go do it again, different things like that. So he's been more of a reinforcement for me. And that's a cool thing because now we get to A, spend time as father and son, and B, oh, by the way, we're making an impact in our communities.
And you guys, I've seen the CBS News piece. I've seen the local news pieces. You go to Los Angeles and you do Access Hollywood. What are some of the other cool adventures that have come out of this?
The coolest adventure is we were able to, A, feed the homeless on Skid Row. That's like the pinnacle of homelessness. And B, we were able to feed the homeless in New York City, the biggest city in the country. So, when you're talking about making a difference, I could talk about doing a video with Shawn Mendes, being contacted by LeBron James and Charles Barkley. That's cool, but the fact that we're able to do what we do in two of the biggest cities in the country, I think that's some of the most memorable times for me.
You did just say LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron James reached out and put us on his Instagram platform. There's a show that he's responsible for called The Wall, and they're in the process of interviewing us for that particular show. So those have been some cool experiences for us to be a part of, and it just gives me a lot of excitement for the future.
How many meals do you think you've given out, Austin?
Man.
If you had to guess, how many people have you helped feed?
25.
We started out feeding 25 people at a time when it was just Austin and I.
Got it.
But we've gotten so much support from people throughout the country. Church's Chicken, Chick-fil-A, Burger King was the first supporter. And they're offering $1,000 a month of food for us to give away.
How much? What does that buy? $1,000?
Man, it could feed a city of homeless people in more of a Birmingham type setting.
Yeah. That's a lot.
It could probably feed in a month. It could probably feed 10 Birminghams, 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you get corporate support like that. You've helped the people. We're getting in the tens of thousands of meals handed out, right?
I'm sure. I'm sure.
We got to be getting close to 100, I would imagine.
Now that we've gotten the support, we handed out 600 meals 2 days ago in Atlanta. So that's just at one time. We had a line a mile long on Skid Row just from stopping and saying, hey, we've got chicken. So it's become a big thing, and it's just growing. Church's Chicken is really, really behind us. Wherever we go, the CEO wants his staff to be there.
Wow.
Wherever we go, we can go to Oregon, Portland, from anywhere to Miami, Florida, and they're going to be there.
You're going national, Austin. You're getting to travel to these cool cities. What's the neatest city that you've been to so far? Did you like Los Angeles?
Yes.
What did you like about it?
I liked when I fed the homeless.
Yeah?
And what else did we do in Los Angeles?
I think I saw a picture with the guy from
the Despicable Me.
Despicable Me.
What was the name of the guy we met when we were in LA? Despicable Me guy.
It was Grove.
Grove? Gru from Despicable Me.
You go to Los Angeles, you meet Gru. You get your picture taken with him? I haven't met Gru. So, you're ahead of me there.
I don't think he really understands the magnitude of taking a picture with Morris Chestnut.
Yeah.
But that was pretty cool. He's one of my favorite actors.
Bo Jackson.
Let's Jackson.
Be honest. Come on.
Yes.
You don't know Bo, but now you do. You do know Bo.
Bo knows Austin.
Bo. That may be one of the coolest things about this is just Austin's age.
You know what? Now that you talk about one of the coolest things about this, and we're talking about Bo Jackson, his daughter almost passed out when she realized it was Austin. Bo Jackson's daughter was like, I can't believe it's Austin. So she couldn't believe her dad was taking a picture with Austin.
So how about that?
I can't believe my son's taking a picture with Bo.
You know Bo.
Yes.
Austin. That's pretty cool, especially for some old school college football fans like myself. Austin's age, being 4 years old and doing this, obviously I think that's where the attention comes from, is I can't believe a 4-year-old's pulling that off. But that might be a huge asset too, because, a kid who's older has more distractions. Maybe they're jaded. Maybe those kinds of moments where they'd be starstruck, it just goes right over his head.
Yeah, with him being young, it does work to our advantage because at this point, I'm on a pedestal. I'm the superhero. I'm his dad.
Yeah.
He's listening to me. Kids 10, 11 years old are obviously more influenced by friends from school. Dad and mom are not so cool anymore. So now it's just a perfect scenario for me being able to take advantage of him being heavily influenced by me.
Part of it seems like it's just not knowing any fear of this. And then now he turns 5, he turns 6, and he's got these trips and these experiences under his belt. And then the sky's the limit.
Yeah, man. He gets out of the car. He has no fear about anything being dangerous. All the fears are running through my head. So it's just a cool experience because he doesn't see fault in anyone. He's just a 4-year-old wanting to create a solution for a problem.
And so how do you continue to grow it? What do you do next? I've seen the GoFundMe campaign. We've seen the corporate help from, as you mentioned, the restaurants, the Church's Chickens, the Burger Kings, the Chick-fil-A's, et cetera. So how do you continue to make it bigger?
The more projects that Austin are a part of, whether it be feeding the homeless or whether it be being a part of a Show Love R&B song, whether it be someone wearing a Show Love t-shirt, whether it be him being a part of a Shawn Mendes video, that spreads the message. He's become more of a symbol of hope for the homelessness, for people showing empathy. So the more people know about him, I think the more the message is going to get contagious.
I imagine that you see some of the same folks when you go back out, especially here in Birmingham, folks that you've given a lot of meals to. What's their reaction when they see Austin?
He says, he likes to go feed them. And then when we see some of the regulars, they tell me, because of him, I changed my life. Because of him, I've been inspired to do more and go out and get my driver's license so that I can get a job, and do some of the small things to get themselves back in a good position. And I asked one guy, how did this make you feel to just know that you're going to see Austin come out here and chit-chat with you once a week? He says, it really makes my day. Mm-hmm. It really does.
Obviously in Birmingham, that's where you guys live, easy to make a big impact. You said you were in Atlanta this past weekend.
Yeah, we were in Atlanta Friday, feeding the homeless out in a park called Hurt Park, and it was hundreds of people that were delighted. I mean, they had security set up and all that, but we didn't even need it because they were like our protection. The homeless people are pretty much on our side. So.
And then where do you go from here? Geographically, you just want to keep spreading?
You got New Orleans.
Yeah.
That's closer to our hometown of Mobile. They got a big homeless problem that spiked when Hurricane Katrina came. So we're going to get down there. A lot of the southeastern region. We're going to try to get out on the West Coast because that's like work and play. You can enjoy another side of the country. I definitely want to go to Oregon. I want to go to Washington State. I want to be able to hit some of the northern cities while it's summertime so that we can have a really neat experience changing the world, man.
Austin, this is called the Dream Job Podcast. What would your dream job be when you grow up?
The President of the United States of America.
I think that sounds like a great dream job. Why would you want to be president?
Because think it, believe it, achieve it.
Think it, believe it, achieve it. But why president?
Well, I tell him to think it, believe it, achieve it. And we were standing outside of the White House one day when we were feeding the homeless in D.C.
Okay.
And he says, Dad, you say think it, believe it, achieve it all the time. And I think that could be my house one day. So that's when President Austin came.
You know, a lot of parents at that moment might think, yeah, you know, that's what I get for filling my kid's head with ideas.
Yeah.
They might actually take them up.
Yeah. So, you know, I learned that from Venus and Serena's Richard Williams, their dad.
Right.
He told them when they were 3 and 4 years old every day that they were going to be number 1 and number 2 in the world. And when a reporter asked Venus did she ever believe that they would be number 1 and number 2 in the world, she says, that's the only thing I ever believed because my dad never told us anything different.
Every single day.
Every single day.
Over and over again.
So being number 3, 4, or anything else was foreign to them. Mm-hmm. And being anything other than the president is foreign to Austin.
It's just getting out there and doing the work.
That's just what life is about. Mm-hmm. Making a difference and becoming the president one day. He doesn't know anything different.
The ultimate number 1.
Yes.
Why is that job so important?
Because everybody needs to show love.
And do you think the president could be the best, having that job would be the best way to show love and to help as many people as possible?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to be, I believe, 35 to run for president. So we're looking at like 31 more years. So what would that make it? What would that, the 2050 election or so?
2052.
Oh, you had that. You had that ready to go.
Yeah, I'm on it.
I mean, I feel like you've already got the campaign slogan. You've already got the materials printed.
Why not keep going, man?
You're getting the campaign started now.
Why not? He says that's what he wants to do.
Get the super PACs ready.
Yeah, I got to do my research. He's keeping me on top of it.
You need to get your cabinet, ideas, your platform. But I think show love is a pretty good platform.
What are the 2 things you do if you became president?
Even if you help one person, you made a difference, and don't forget to show love.
Okay.
I think that's true though. That's that idea that you help one person and they help somebody else and you kind of pay it forward makes a difference.
It's simple but very profound.
I've seen the GoFundMe. How we talked about the number of meals here. That's a number in the tens of thousands.
Thousands. Definitely.
How much money have you guys raised?
Somewhere close to 100,000.
I mean that's incredible because this started when?
It started in February.
Of this year?
End of February.
So in the span of, what are we now, 5 or 6 months?
Yeah, you take out about a month because before that, I didn't have the GoFundMe set up. Mm-hmm. So I say about 4 or 5 months.
But for something that you guys started in February, 6 months or so ago, and you're looking at almost tens of thousands of meals served, almost $100,000 raised, and you think, this is just beginning.
Yeah. It started with $40 and 20 chicken sandwich and a lot of smiles and love. And now it's become a multi-$1,000 project that people all across the country are wanting to be a part of.
Mm-hmm. And do you, just from what you've seen from Austin so far, it feels like this is the kind of thing he's passionate about and stuck on.
I think that he's on the way to changing the world globally. Mm-hmm. I think that this is just the beginning.
You agree, Austin?
Yes.
Yeah. Now Austin, you're also a wrestler, right?
Yes.
A championship caliber wrestler. What is it about wrestling that helps you do a better job feeding the homeless?
Taking first place, of course.
Perseverance, I would imagine.
Well, he wants to be the best.
Okay.
And that transcends into anything that he does, whether it's feeding the homeless, whether it's racing Hot Wheels, whatever it is, Austin just wants to be the best. And I think that that's what helps him to become a great philanthropist.
And it makes you're giving me a good wrestling face right now. Let me see your wrestling face. I mean, President Austin isn't a bad wrestling alter ego name as well. For some folks, the attention, the publicity is a double-edged sword. It can have some negative sides as well. Have you guys had any experience with that, or has it been all positive?
Nah, man. You know what? The only negative thing that I get is from the media. They ask me about different things. Like, for example, we were in Atlanta, and the girl said, so how do you explain to people that this isn't a publicity stunt? I was like, I didn't even know that was this is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, if a publicity stunt results in people getting fed.
Yeah, that threw me for a loop. I didn't understand. But we're just out here doing, it's become more than we even imagined. Like, we were just doing our thing, feeding people as me and Austin. And now, I mean, I think everybody else we're doing our thing and everybody's excited.
What's the biggest obstacle you've run up against?
Being able to balance out his normal life with his new life. I had signed him up for football far before this happened. So I'm kind of concerned with our contributions to his team. You know, how often we're going to be able to make the games.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. I still want him.
If you guys are always getting stuck providing the snacks, we just automatically assume you guys are going to bring the food.
So, you know, it's just the challenging part is keeping everything organic.
Okay.
And not...
And letting him be a 4-year-old, I imagine, too.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like your favorite music artist. You like all of their music when they're underground or before they get famous, and then it's like when they get famous, they stop having something to talk about. So that's been the thing. Like, we want to make sure that this movement is still a fresh one to everybody, and it's not like, there's just the Show Love kid again.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that people are continuing to be inspired to do what Austin is doing. So the more we can get people to do what he's doing, then the more successful we're going to be. And I don't think it's going to be a hard problem.
No, I think you're right. Austin, what's that feel like when you show up somewhere and you've got a meal in your hand and you're able to give it to somebody? How does that feel?
It feels great.
I mean, he might be the most positive person I've ever met.
Yeah, he's definitely a ray of sunshine for me when I'm having a bad day.
What gets you in a bad mood, Austin? Are you ever in a bad mood? You just wake up with a smile on your face?
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I think that he's just a genuine guy when the time is right, and that's what makes him so special. He knows when to be in a bad mood, with like when he's wrestling, when he's playing football.
That's when he puts on the face.
He gets serious, yeah. And then he knows how to show compassion. So you take a guy that knows how to be tough, when to be tough, when the tough gets going.
Yeah.
And then you take a guy that knows how to slow it down and have compassion for people. At 4 years old, man, I can't find words for that.
I mean, these are lessons that a lot of people live their entire lives and don't learn.
Yeah.
So to be able to learn it at 4.
At 4. You know, I think that wrestling has contributed great to his psyche.
Yeah.
You know, in wrestling, when you win, it's all you. When you lose, it's all you. So being able to control your emotions, not cry, you know, get back up, you know, those things play a key role in how he's tackling a problem in our country. You know, you see a kid that's going off of an hour of sleep and still smiling with a cape on in front of the camera.
Well, that's
it's
a tall
amazing.
order. Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, we've gone some nights without sleeping at all. In fact, when we were in Atlanta, I didn't hear any whining, the typical things that you hear from a toddler. I didn't hear that from Austin. He was ready to go.
Obviously, homelessness is a problem that's about more than just being fed and solving that problem. I mean, there are a lot of complicated reasons why it is what it is. What does giving someone a meal do? How does that help them?
It gives them hope, and it displays a primary component of reversing their situation, and that component is love. When you love someone, you give them the ability to think about what more they could be than what they are.
Does it help being from the South? Because I feel like, as a Texas native, you're from here in Alabama, lived in Texas. There's something about when you want to show people you love them, you feed them. I mean, that's kind of ingrained in the culture.
It's
right?
just like the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a pretty big guy. I like to eat. So the homeless people, they like to eat too. So
I imagine on some level for a lot of people too, it's erasing that question of not knowing where the next meal is going to come from. And,
man, you know what? One guy said, "Man, thank you so much, brother. I hadn't eaten since yesterday." He's like, "You mind if I get some more chicken for the night?" I said, "Man, absolutely."
Yeah, load up.
Yeah, so they don't have to worry about that.
What do you think is a bigger component in all of this? Is it the actual benefit of giving somebody a meal? Hey, I'm fed, I'm going to be okay tonight. Or is it, hey, here's this 4-year-old I met who reminded me to show love and spent his time out here caring about people like me. That's
one right there. The fact that he's able to teach people that are in their right minds how to show people that are not in their right minds love. Because that encompasses trust. These homeless people that are sick now are encouraged to get medicine, because when you're in that situation, you don't think anything's wrong or you need medication. And mental illness is the biggest problem when you talk about people being homeless. It's not that they don't want to work, it's that they're not capable of working. So it's just, it's a lot of silver lining. It's more to this than what meets the eye. You know, what meets the eye is just Austin handing out a sandwich. But what's really going on is there's a paradigm shift within the people like you and me.
I mean, we're here talking about handing out sandwiches and paradigm shifts and becoming president. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here, but I think at the end of the day, if it's as simple as getting someone fed,
it's a life message, man.
Yeah.
It's a chicken sandwich and a 4-year-old. It's just that simple.
Right?
Yeah. All of these arguments we're having about political campaigns and this and that, love, Love.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Look, the cynics who see Austin's work and say, all right, cool, 4-year-old kid feeding the homeless, but let's see what happens next year and the year after that and the year after that. How would you respond?
What happens next year and the year after that is we're not stopping. We'll be on your radio. We'll be on your television. We'll be in your airplane. We'll be in your boat. We'll be in your car. It's love. Until that message of love is embedded in just about everybody who can comprehend's mind, we're going to keep going.
I like that. Going to keep going. Going to keep showing love, right, Austin?
Yeah.
Before we go, Austin, I like to try to give people gifts who show up for the podcast. So I have a couple of gifts for you. Now, I heard a little birdie told me that you are a fan of Hot Wheels, right? So here's a cool track builder.
Oh my gosh.
That's for you. So when you're not out handing out meals, you can have a little rest and relaxation and play around. And that came with a car, but I wanted to give you an extra one too. So you get that.
Wow.
You get a car as well. And I wanted to make sure that you can help feed some folks. So I got you a whole bunch of Burger King gift cards as well that you can put toward hopefully buying some meals. You can have some meals and you can buy some for some of your friends that you want to get fed too.
What do you think about that?
Yes.
Okay, so if you could give one final message to anybody who's listening, what would you tell them?
Even if you're one person, you made a difference, and don't forget to show love.
Well said. If you want to keep up with Austin, you can find him on Instagram at President Austin or Twitter and Facebook at President Perine. If you want to contribute, you can visit PresidentAustin.org and you can find links to their GoFundMe, donation links, etc. And by the way, Austin gets all the attention and all the limelight, but his dad, Terance, does so much of the work behind the scenes. So a special thanks to Terance, both for making a difference in the lives of a bunch of folks in need and for making the time to sit and chat with me and with you. I'll leave you with a song that Austin's cousin Colton Perine wrote and recorded, inspired by Austin, appropriately titled Show Love. As always, thanks for listening.
It's not about you and not about me. It's what the world needs. Genuinely, step by step, healing the world together. might go the extra mile just to give them a smile and share our hearts and open our minds for better. Don't turn away from your sister or brother. What we all should do is help one another. One act of love can lift somebody's spirits. So come together now and show a little